Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. I am super excited about today's easy and delicious dessert recipe. We'll be making my incredible pistachio chocolate chip banana bread. And this is hands down the best banana bread you're ever gonna have. And this recipe makes for 2 loaves because that first one is gonna be gone in no time. It's so irresistibly delicious. And the recipe is super simple with basics like eggs, butter, sugar, vanilla. We're gonna sweeten the bread with some pure maple syrup, fold in some bananas, pistachios, and lots of chocolate chips, and then it goes into the oven to bake. What I love about this bread is it's not too sweet, and then you get lots of the chocolate chips, lots of pistachios. It's the perfect treat to enjoy in the morning with a cup of coffee or tea. Don't forget to head on down into the video description box for all the recipe details. I also have this recipe up with metric measurements on my website. And now let me show you how to make this incredible, delicious bread. I have my oven preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I've lined 2 8.5 loaf pans with some parchment paper. You can also use a non-stick baking spray for these. We'll set them aside and we'll get started on the batter. We'll start with 1 cup of unsalted softened butter, and I just softened this at room temperature. Drop it into a large mixing bowl. Add 1/2 cup of white granulated sugar and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Cream this together with your mixer for a couple of minutes. Next, add in 1 cup of Greek yogurt or sour cream. Mix that in for about a minute. We'll need 4 large eggs at room temperature. Drop those in and mix until they're very well combined and well beaten. And pour in 1 cup of pure maple syrup. We'll give this a quick mix. It might look a little separated, but don't worry, that's totally fine. It's all gonna come together once we add our dry ingredients. For the dry ingredients, we'll need 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Add in 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt. Mix this all together. Sift the dry ingredients into the wet batter. And then mix just until everything is well combined and you have a smooth batter. And we'll need 2 large, very ripe bananas. If you have smaller bananas, I would use 3. Just cut them into small pieces and then use a fork to mash them really well. Add the mashed banana into the batter, along with 1.5 cups of salted roasted pistachios. I just pulsed these through my food processor, so I have some chunks that are a little bit bigger and then some that are more finely ground. And we'll need a 12-ounce package or 1.5 cups of chocolate chips. And I'm using these semi-sweet chocolate chips. You can also use milk, but the semi-sweet, they're not too sweet, obviously. I feel like they're really great for this recipe. And use your spatula and fold everything together. You want a nice uniform bread batter. And now let's divide the bread batter evenly between the 2 pans. I also like to sprinkle some mini chocolate chips over the top because I love all the extra chocolate and it just makes the bread look even more special. My pistachio banana bread is ready for the oven. It's going to bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 65 to 70 minutes or until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Make sure to space apart the loaf pans at least 6 to 8 inches apart so they bake evenly. And then once the bread is done, you want to let it sit in the pans for about 5 minutes and then use the little parchment paper tabs to easily lift the bread up and out of the loaf pans onto a wire rack to cool completely. I can't wait to dig in and enjoy it. This bread is so incredibly delicious. And once our bread has cooled down a bit, it's time to slice and enjoy. I like to cut off this end piece. It's just like a little crispy. You can of course enjoy this if you like, but I like to have soft, moist pieces of banana nut bread. And check out this inside. You have loads of chocolate and pistachio. This is going to be so incredible. And the bread is just so, it's delicate but moist, and it's dotted with all the good stuff. And that's it for my pistachio chocolate chip banana bread. I wish I could send you the aroma of this bread through your screen right now because it's simply mouth-watering. I just love something sweet and chocolatey baking in the oven, and I can't wait for you to try this banana bread. It's simply amazing. Don't forget to head on down into that video description box for all the recipe details. I also have this recipe up with metric measurements. And now let's dig in to enjoy. This bread is something else. It's so addictive. You have the nutty pistachios, the sweet chocolate, and the texture is absolutely amazing. It's not too sweet. It's not overwhelming. Perfect with a cup of coffee or tea. I think desserts this good should be illegal. If I wasn't on a diet, I would eat half a loaf of this all by myself. It's so incredible, so incredibly delicious. The texture is amazing. The flavors are amazing. You're gonna love this from the very first bite. And that's why this recipe makes for 2 loaves, because that first one is gonna be gone in no time. You're gonna love it. So good. And I love when I get like a good chunk of the pistachio in there and lots of chocolate. It is simply divine. Thank you so much for watching my latest episode. I hope you have fun making this incredible pistachio banana bread at home. Make sure to leave me a comment down below if you do make it, and I'll see you next time with a new recipe.